Alright, welcome back. I'm going to be showing my days programmed this time, and I apologize in advance if the audio is a bit quiet. I have to be a bit quiet right now. So to start off, we got my days program as shown right here. It's nothing too much, something simple. And I'll start from the top by showing that we got importing a scanner so we can see what the user puts in, then declaring the class, then declaring the that this is the main body. I don't use any other bodies because I like to keep things together, but if that's a problem in the future, I can change it where I have different bodies. And don't worry about that. And so first we declare an integer for the year and one for the month. Then we have an array value for months, so later on we can look back and see which months are which in the poem. And the poem we're referencing for this program is here. 30 days have September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31, with February's 28 to make it fun. Leap year happening 1 and 4, giving February 1 day more. Usually, what I used to know it as 30 days have September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31 except for February, with 28 days each year and 29 each leap year. Didn't really sound as well. I guess this one sounds better, but everyone learns it different. Uh, so So we got the array, and then we got the declare the scanner. So first we start by having the user enter the month. I have the user enter the number of the month, since for some reason my Java wasn't allowing me to capture when the user would type in the month. It wasn't picking up the full month. Like it would only pick up the first letter, which could be problematic for like June, July, January, and stuff like that. So it gets the month number and then it saves it into int month. Then it gets the year number for February, and then it just saves it into year. I had another one for leap year, another integer value, but then I realized I didn't really need it at all. And so the first thing it does is it checks to see if the month September, by because September is the ninth month, so if it equals 9, then it saves the month, which I could have renamed month to poem part, but I the beginning to make things easier for me programming it. It should probably be renamed to poem section. So then it checks for April, June, and November because we got April's the fourth month, June is the sixth, and November's the 11th month. So, and if that's true, it makes it so it's the second poem part. And as for arrays, when you have the value, the amount of array values up here, but 0 is 1, and what would be the what would be the sixth number is saved as 5. You probably already know this, but just explaining it, so hopefully I don't get points off for not explaining myself. So we go through September, see if it's September, we check if it's November. What do we do? There we go. So then by now, if it hasn't, if it's not one of these, it just double checks if the person did enter a correct month. And if they didn't, you'll see what happens at the bottom of the program. So then we check for February. So if it's February is true, we go into the part of the program that tries to figure out if it's a leap year or not. And so I had to look up online what qualifies as a leap year, and if it's leap years are first of all divisible evenly by 4, so it checks to see if that is true, and they're also not divisible evenly by 100 unless it's divisible evenly by 400. So first it checks if that's true. If it's not true, it just says it's not a leap year. But if it is true, it checks to make sure the second two rules are true. And if it is, they get put in as a leap year, or if not, they're not a leap year. And then it just makes sure that if it's another month that's not an invalid month and not any of these, it is put under to the rest of the months, which have 31 days. So then it goes back, it looks at the month and year, and then it picks a phrase from the poem to display. So if it's so see, we got the month 0. If that is true, which is equal to 1, it goes sees that. So that was true. If it was 9, it displays 30 days half September, then April, June, and November. All the rest of 31, with February's 28, and leap year happening 1 and 4, gives February 1 day more. And if it's not any of the months, it just says invalid entry. Sorry if I spelled that wrong for some reason. I'm dyslexic. Uh, and then it just closes the scanner. Because for some reason, when I don't close the scanner, I know it doesn't happen on other computers, but it always happens on mine, where Java kind of bugs out and says, "Hey, you didn't close the scanner." So I always just make sure to close my scanner. So we'll run it, and it always gives that even though the program is working perfectly fine. So I enter the month. So we'll start with September, the 9th month, and we'll just put in this year. 30 days, half September. Then let's put in April, June, and November. Let's put in May, which is my birthday month. I'm turning 19 this year. All the rest of 31. And then we'll put in February. We'll put it in last year because this year is a leap year. With February's 28 to make it fun. Leap year happening 1 and 4 gives February 1 day more. And then just to make sure, we'll just put in, say, and that's not a month or a year, so it just says invalid entry. Okay, and it can't really give an invalid entry for the month because, I guess, unless you're going negative, but in like old months will happen in the future, and the program didn't specify for only current year months, so you got that. Alright, well, until next time.